So, MAGA, Make America Great Again, right? Well, when was America great again? Oh, first time was I heard a great parody on that. Make acid great again. That was hilarious. Um, excuse me. But make America great again. So that assumes America was great at one time. When was that time? Was that during the genocide of the Native Americans? Was that great period during the 400 years of slavery? Was that when we were great? Was it during the extended period of the Vietnam War, which we know was now a false flag war? Is that when we were great? Is it when the CIA was overthrowing all the governments of Central and South America? Is that when we were great? Iran-Contra scandal, Iraq war, when were we great? So it turns out, and if you wanted to look at it just economically, well, when were we great? When did the average American have it really, really good? 1950s and 60s. Why? Because of the 1940s. Well, what was going on in the 1940s that provided that? An awesome tax rate. So for rich people, if you made over $200,000, the tax rate was 90%, and it went up to 92%. So that paid for infrastructure, all kinds of social programs. Unbelievable. So that tax rate now is I think it's in the 30s. I know our corporate tax rate now is 29%. And in that period, I believe it was up near 50 or 60. I'm not sure. But, so, basically, we put the foxes in charge of the hen house is what's up. The Federal Reserve, is printing money, putting us in debt, and then making profit off of it. It's an obscene situation. And I don't see it getting better anytime soon, but, I keep hearing the economy. Well, unemployment's down. Yeah, unemployment's down. Everybody's working 3 jobs. Yep. People, and these numbers about the number of people that have health care or don't, they say I don't know, under, 35 million people don't have health care. Everybody I know has health care. They just can't afford to use it because I have a $6,500 deductible. So basically, until you reach that threshold, you pay. So it's freaking ridiculous. Once again, only industrialized country in the world without universal health care. So how is that great? That's not great. Oh, before the 70s, in this country, in the United States, it was illegal for a healthcare company to profit. Then they switched to the HMO thing. Yep. Unbelievable. Anyway, thanks for listening. This has been Dave. Thanks for tuning in. Click that star if you dig what I'm doing, and feel free to chime in by leaving a message. Let's talk about Make America Great Again and what that means at its core. Make America Great Again. So that assumes, first of all, that America was great at one time. Okay, well, when was that time? Let's put American history under the microscope. Well, the most prosperous time in our history has been the 1950s and 60s. And what led to that? The 1940s, having a tax rate, people that made over $200,000 a year paid after you made $200,000, right? $201,000, you're taxed 90%. It went up to 92%. So that's what led to the most prosperous time in American history. So if you want to talk about making America great again, let's talk about taxing America again. Taxing wealthy America again. The elite need to pay their share. Our infrastructure is crumbling. Amazon made $11 billion in profit last year and paid zero in taxes. ExxonMobil 2 years ago, in 2017, recorded the highest profit ever recorded by a corporation in the history of mankind, and they paid zero in taxes and actually got a tax rebate. That's disgusting. That is a rigged system. That is a broken system. So, Bernie Sanders is absolutely right. We need to rein in these corporate interests. And he's the only one really talking about it. Elizabeth Warren's kind of repeating what he's saying, but now she's backpedaling on Medicare for All. Medicare for All is where it starts. 50% of all bankruptcies filed in the U.S. are from medical bills. And we're the only industrialized country that doesn't have universal health care. Like, what the hell is that? How is that? It's this crazy argument of I want to keep my doctor. It's not about that. You'll be able to keep your doctor. We're just talking about removing the middleman, the insurance company, from the equation. And the middleman is sucking out tons of profit. So as soon as you get rid of the insurance companies and you make it a direct program, you're saving immensely. The cost goes down unbelievably. So it's all about the argument that the establishment puts out to keep the status quo. Right? Why? Because the status quo is making them a fuck ton of money. So, of course the pharmaceutical company doesn't want to change what's going on. Are you kidding me? They got rich over the opioid epidemic, right? But how did that work out for the rest of the country? Bunch of junkies everywhere. Doctors prescribing opium for a fucking headache. Unbelievable. Fentanyl. Oh, it goes deep. It goes really deep. That we're going to see the repercussions for that for 10 years. And are the corporations that caused that profited from that, are they going to help pay for the social ramifications? No, they're not. They don't help cover the emergency room costs for overdoses that